It's Mental Health Monday. As excited as so many families are to return to school, teachers and students, they've noticed a concerning phenomenon of social regression. In the week of last week's Surgeon General's report on the youth mental health, KCON9's Leslie Marin takes a look at what could be triggering added stress and steps that might help alleviate it.
It was nice to be with my parents, but I do like being at school because I get to hang out with my friends.
But Chloe Nolly, a sixth grader at Cerritos Elementary, says things are different than she remembers from before the pandemic.
I've noticed some people in my grade, not just in my class, but in other classes too, like some people seem like more rowdy than before.
We know now that there are ramifications to being at home for so long, and we're seeing that come out in classrooms.
Gina Clayton Tarvin is Chloe's teacher. A key difference in her class between pre-2020 and now?
A lot of us are seeing maybe behaviors even in older kids that we wouldn't see before, like crying on the playground, not knowing how to interact with each other and solve problems.
Also an epidemic of tattletelling.
Saying, you know, this student did this to me or that did that to me. And of course we want them to tell us when things go wrong, but like I said, in the past, these were kind of behaviors that kids work out amongst themselves.
It's problem solving with an adult versus problem solving with a peer. It's totally different.
Los Angeles psychologist Dr. Shanae Turan says learning in school goes far beyond academics.
You have to learn how to socialize.
Before the pandemic,
they were able to learn how to problem solve. Think of how many hours a kid is normally in school. That's a lot of hours of practice.
Dr. Turan says after losing a year and a half in person, for many, conflict resolution skills can backslide.
It truly is the loss of having done it before. There's a natural regression of how did I manage this before?
Signs your student might be struggling: changes in sleep, appetite, memory, or mood. Or
when something seems off.
If you suspect a problem, check in with your child and their teacher.
Do it, because mental health is something that is very, very easily transitioned into a place of mental illness.
Ms. Clayton Garvin was relieved to see the U.S. Surgeon General raise that issue in last week's report on youth mental health.
It's really wonderful to have the support of all the levels of government.
More people are going to counseling, which I noticed people didn't really go to counseling before.
And Chloe says that's a good thing.
Kids have mental health issues as well as adults, so I think that we need to take more care of them.
Okay, so Dr. Tehran says if your child is struggling at school, safe off-campus playdates, meetups, or park visits can help kids practice their conflict resolution skills. And we have more on where to find mental health resources at cbsla.com.
So are you